butterfly. I'll show you the shoulder roll. No, you won't. I'll show you the shoulder roll. That's easy. Don't do that. That's easy work. Your reflex will be a bit quicker than that's slow, bro. Tell you you're tired. I still got speed. What's that play? That was in slow mo. It was just that was a.
So what was that about? Huh? What was that about? Y'all was just having a conversation?
Nah, that's my guy.
Yeah.
I always talk to Conor.
All right, yeah, good. All right, cool.
I saw you and Crawford were talking. First, I thought it was an argument, but it was a friendly conversation.
You said you're his guy. It's all good. It's all great.
That was a real intense
I was just
conversation, though.
speaking to my manager now, saying how much Crawford's got my back. Do you know what I mean? He's a goal of the game.
He's a good person.
No, but he's also giving me hidden gems and a bit of knowledge and wisdom. Do you know what I mean? You've got to listen to someone like Crawford. He's been there, seen it, done it.
But what do you think about Ryan versus Conor Benn? What do you predict on that?
It's gonna be a good fight. I got Conor Benn.
Like a routine training camp visit may have just turned the entire Ryan Garcia versus Conor Benn story upside down. Scrolling because what looked like a routine training camp visit may have just turned the entire Ryan Garcia versus Conor Benn story upside down.
I saw you and Crawford were talking. First, I thought it was an argument, but it was a friendly conversation. I know. That was a real intense conversation, though.
I was just speaking to my manager now, saying how much Crawford's got my back. Do you know what I mean? He's a
good
goal of
dude.
the game.
He's a good person.
No, but he's also giving me hidden gems and a bit of knowledge and wisdom. Do you know what I mean? You've got to listen to someone.
Terence Crawford showed up around Conor Benn's camp, and suddenly this is not just another fight week storyline. It feels like somebody quietly moved the chess pieces while everybody was watching the board. And the wildest part? Crawford didn't just appear, shake hands, take a few pictures, and disappear. Ben's
versus Conor Benn.
I think Conor Benn. I think Rolly showed us all, if you don't get hit with the left hook and you land your big shots, that you can neutralize Ryan and his ability to land his left hook. So I think Conor Benn, going in with a great game plan can be victorious.
says Crawford has been giving him what he calls hidden gems, the kind of experience-based advice that can completely change how a fighter approaches a matchup. Now pause right there, because this is where things get interesting.
Of course, Ryan got the experience, but I think Conor got the size and the power, and I think that it's going to be an interesting fight moving forward.
Okay. Do you have a pick?
I'm going to go with Conor.
Really?
Go with Conor.
For real?
I think you're going to upset him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people picking Conor.
I'm going to pick him just because.
Just
I'm going to go out there.
Imagine preparing for the biggest fight of your career and suddenly having one of boxing's most accomplished technicians whispering strategic ideas into the room. That alone would create headlines, but then Crawford goes one step further.
In the fight, it's more because he's upset about things you said about him?
And I don't really care what he says. He's not the one that decides. I am the one who decides. Like, dude, I've always wanted to fight him. I still want to fight him. I want to get him out of retirement and beat him. I don't think I don't see anything that I can't beat him. Like, people want to hype it up, but I don't see anything that I'll have a problem with. It'll be a good fight, but I know I'll beat him.
That would be a mega fight, though. That would be one of the biggest fights in boxing.
I would love to.
He picks Conor Benn to beat Ryan Garcia. Yes, you heard that correctly. Terence Crawford, the man whose name has been linked to some of boxing's biggest dream matchups, is publicly leaning toward Benn.
Because you look at Chris.
I'm the new and improved Ben.
You V2.
I've sort
like
of,
a new Terminator.
I've sort of like taken the good, left the bad, and just mixed up my own little concoction.
But is there any bad in that? Because that's what makes you, that's what made the fight so good. It what's make you so good is that electricity, that channeling that anger. Because you don't want to get rid of it, you want to channel it.
I wouldn't necessarily say it's anger, I would say it's calculated pressure. I would say it's calculated emotions. Yeah. I would say anger.
And this is where the internet starts doing what the internet does best, connecting dots faster than a detective with 3 coffees. Suddenly, fans are asking whether Crawford sees something in Ben that everybody else is missing.
Chihuahua, man, that guy's everywhere. You know, that guy, I don't mind that fight at all. I think he fits perfect for my set of skills. Falls right into my pocket. The only thing is he's a bigger dude. But other than that, I don't see his boxing skills up to par on what I got. So I wouldn't mind that fight at all.
Is there a weakness in Garcia's style that Crawford recognizes because he has spent years studying elite fighters? Or is this simply one legendary fighter trusting another fighter's preparation? Either way, the timing is delicious. Crawford specifically points toward Rolly Romero's performance against Garcia as a possible blueprint.
That, of course, yeah. You know, seeing the green and gold belt, for me, was a belt that I saw, in my eyes as a young man, as the belt that all the greats had. It was the green and gold belt, and that was my views on it. So the WBC belt for me is the most prestigious belt in boxing. Yeah, you know, for me, in my opinion, it's the best belt there is. You know, so, and that's down to my personal opinion, and that's down to also my dad winning that title. And for me, it's just following in the legacy. And for me to be able to achieve that, you know, it'd be a blessing. And it's a blessing I've been made #1 mandatory for the club.
The message is brutally simple. Avoid the left hook, disrupt Ryan's rhythm, and make your own big moments count. Sounds straightforward, right? Except boxing is never straightforward, because Ryan Garcia apparently heard all of this and basically responded with, "Cute prediction." Garcia remains supremely confident, insisting that other people don't decide his future.
But I looked at him, I was like, you ain't this tall, brother. I know. He got them heels on. Like, his head and frame face is big, but like, his body ain't. You ain't making 147 if that head matches that body. That's cute. He do got that Aztec look, though. Thick bone. I gotta break that.
I've seen you had a lot of success against smaller fighters. You timed them exceptionally well. I don't know, though, if you fought a guy this tall. I mean, have you fought somebody this kind of height? Or?
If history repeats itself and patterns show, I knock out these type of people, taller people. Like, but in disgusting.
He does. Then he casually drops another bombshell. He still wants Crawford himself. And according to Garcia, he believes he can beat him. Suddenly, the story isn't just Garcia versus Ben anymore. Crawford is now hovering over the entire narrative.
But like, this is more his weight, innit? This is more his weight, Conor's weight. Right, Garcia, we're a bit lighter before he's going up his full dart. It's an exciting fight. There's two serious characters, but both can fight and they want it, and they're not going to disappoint.
How much of a chance do you give Conor in that fight?
Yeah, I gave him a good chance. You know what I mean? I gave him a good chance. It's not like I'm saying, you know, I do lean towards Garcia winning the fight. I do. You know, especially because his last fight he boxed well, but the fight before he didn't box so good. But I just think that he'll rise to the occasion. You know, the champions, and I think that we're going to see the best of both of them. But I think
like the surprise character who walked into the movie halfway through and somehow knows the ending. Fake breaking news alert. Terence Crawford backs Conor Benn. Ryan Garcia wants Terence Crawford, and boxing fans are now arguing about a fight that doesn't even exist yet. And you won't believe where this gets even messier. Ben isn't presenting himself as the same fighter fans have seen before. He describes himself as a new and improved version.
Conor Benn literally might be the greatest athlete I've ever worked with. This kid's incredibly smart, hardworking, totally gets it, and is willing to do anything it takes to get the job done. I talk about guys in the fight business, and they're very few and far between. Guys that you can build a business with. Conor Benn is one of those guys. He completely gets it, and I have had a blast working with this kid, and just the short amount of time.
saying he kept the good instincts, removed the bad habits, and built something different. And when people talk about Benn's intensity, he pushes back on the idea that anger is driving him. He calls it calculated pressure, calculated emotions. That distinction matters because suddenly the old image of Benn charging forward is being replaced by something much more deliberate. And if that transformation is real,
you know, I haven't seen Broly the way we did that one time, but again, you know, Ryan wasn't 100% because he had just got over the, you know, the year layoff and the COVID shit and whatever. I mean, you know, but that's the past, brother. All I know is that we're concentrating on Conor. I don't go backward, bro, because if you go backwards, that's negative energy. I don't do that. All I'm saying is that it's not going to go 12 rounds.
Garcia could be preparing for a version of Benn that doesn't behave exactly as expected. But then Garcia flips the script again. He openly acknowledges Benn is the bigger fighter, yet basically argues that size won't save him. Garcia believes the difference in boxing ability gives him the advantage, describing Benn's style as something that fits neatly into his own skill set. Translation?
To him, if he thinks it's going to last that long. I mean, that's another mistake he's talking about. Oh, after 12 rounds. Bro, if you're a fighter and you're a gladiator, you wouldn't even want to think about 12 rounds. You're not there to pay. You're not there to fight for 12 rounds. You're there to win, and whatever it takes, and knocking him out is...
Ryan isn't walking into this fight thinking he has discovered a monster. He thinks he has discovered a matchup. And that confidence is either genius or the kind of confidence that gets tested the second the bell rings. Then comes another emotional layer, the WBC title. For Benn, this isn't simply another belt.
You know, Ryan is one of those kids that we don't know. If he comes out and has that great training camp and great preparation, is in great shape, he could go out and win by knockout, but we don't know. We don't know. Ryan hasn't showed, you know, there's fights where he looks sensational, but next fight he doesn't. And that just happened with Haney, and then the next fight against Rollis didn't look too good. So we don't know what we're gonna see with Ryan. I hope to, you know, I like Ryan. He's a great dude, Southern California, great kid, great. But you know, having to be with three of the top trainers and not being able to train with neither of them, and not going back to his dad, I don't know. There's questions there. You know, is that gonna work? Is he doing it because he doesn't want to work harder? He wants to call the shots.
He connects that green and gold championship to his childhood memories of his father, Nigel Benn, holding the same title. That means the fight carries something deeper than rankings and predictions. It represents legacy, family, a chance to chase an image that existed in his mind long before he became a professional fighter himself. And suddenly what looked like a standard boxing promotion becomes a story about two completely different motivations. Garcia wants to prove his abilities on the biggest stage. Benn wants to add another chapter to a family legacy. Crawford wants Benn to execute a smart game plan. And everyone watching wants to know which version of Ryan Garcia actually walks into that ring. Because here comes another twist.
If Ryan turns up out of shape and not focused, Conor Benn will come in shape and Conor Benn will come focused. Talent is one thing, but Conor Benn is trying to bridge the talent gap with just pure dedication and focus. So look, I like the matchup. I think it really is.
But it's a great fight.
But you guys are always telling me one thing. It's about levels, right? And with respect to Conor, who I very much like as well, going in against a completely dehydrated and demoralised Chris Eubank because his physicality and health isn't in good condition, are going in against Ryan Garcia, who's fought at this level, who's fought Gervonta Davis, who's fought Devin Haney. Okay, there's been some controversy behind that, but notwithstanding that, we're talking about levels here. And are you all really beginning to make...
Analysts aren't even united on Garcia. Kell Brook gives Benn a serious chance but still leans toward Ryan. Floyd Schofield Jr. favors Garcia but admits Benn has enough speed, power, aggression, and pressure to completely change the fight with one clean sequence. Dana White praises Benn's athleticism, intelligence, dedication, and work ethic. Robert Garcia, meanwhile, raises perhaps the most uncomfortable question of all. Which Ryan Garcia are we going to see?
Tony Sims, of course, in the same gym as Conor Benn. I mean, have you seen much of Conor? Have you had many dealings with him? Any conversations?
Yeah, I see him for the first few weeks when he started camp. You know, he's in high spirits. Yeah, he grafts hard, Conor, you know, and he definitely really fancies himself in this fight. So I'm going to be out there in Vegas to watch it. I'm really looking forward to it, to be fair. And I think it's going to be a monumental upset. Yeah.
I know you're a big West Ham fan. We'll talk about your side now.
Because according to the discussion in the video, Ryan has produced spectacular performances at times and less convincing performances at others. That inconsistency becomes a storyline all by itself. Fake breaking news alert number 2. The biggest threat to Ryan Garcia might not be Conor Benn. It might be uncertainty about which version of Ryan shows up. And this is where the whole thing gets deliciously complicated.
Like Conor Benn, no disrespect to Conor Benn, I just think Ryan has more attributes to his game. I do think, though, if Conor Benn catches him with a nice shot, some nice flurries, it could be a change of that fight. Almost something similar to that Rolly fight. Just a little more, Conor Benn has a little more pressure. But I'm going with Ryan for that fight.
Yeah, you feel like he stops him?
It could. Like I said, boxing is boxing. Anybody can stop anybody. So do I favor a knockout over decision? No. But I do think Ryan possesses the power and the speed to catch him.
If Ryan is sharp, fast, disciplined, and confident, many analysts see him controlling the fight. But if Benn arrives fully prepared, applies intelligent pressure, and refuses to give Ryan easy opportunities for that famous left hook, suddenly the underdog narrative starts breathing again. Fans are saying Benn has the physical advantages. Others are saying Garcia has the experience. Crawford is saying Benn can win with the right plan. Garcia is saying he doesn't see anything he can't handle. Everybody has an answer. Nobody has the result. And that's the secret hiding underneath all this noise. Predictions don't win fights. Preparation doesn't guarantee victory. Reputation doesn't land punches. Eventually, all the interviews, training footage, social media debates, legendary endorsements, family history, and confident predictions disappear. And two fighters are left with the same problem: figure out who is better on that night. But wait, because there is one final twist. Maybe Crawford's involvement isn't the biggest story at all. Maybe the real story is that his presence has forced everyone to reconsider Benn. Before Crawford entered the conversation, the matchup could easily be framed as Garcia's speed and experience against Benn's pressure and size. Now there is another question hanging over everything. What if Benn has genuinely evolved into a smarter, more controlled fighter? What if Garcia's confidence is exactly what makes him dangerous? Or exactly what makes this matchup unpredictable? And what if Crawford's prediction isn't a prediction at all, but simply recognition of a style problem that fans haven't fully appreciated yet? That's the part nobody can answer until fight night. So here's the final question. And this one could split the entire boxing community. Is Terence Crawford simply backing Conor Benn because he believes in his preparation? Or did Crawford see something in Ryan Garcia's style that made him believe Benn has a real path to victory? Because if Benn pulls off the upset, everyone will suddenly replay Crawford's words and say, "He told us." And if Garcia wins, the entire prediction becomes another chapter in the growing Garcia-Crawford rivalry. Either way, one thing is certain. This fight just became a lot more interesting. So tell me, does Crawford know something everyone else missed? Or is Ryan Garcia about to prove every prediction wrong?